The pictures from this horrific bus crash in Tennessee were shocking, and they left us with a lot of questions about what's happening on our local school buses here as they take tens of thousands of kids to school each day. Liza Lucas dives into what's behind these wrecks happening here in the Lowcountry, and she investigates school bus safety.
If there were another option, I would drive my kids to school.
Parent Diana Southers walks her daughter to the school bus stop each morning in West Ashley.
We have a lot of problems with the bus showing up on time, breaks down a lot.
When I put my kids on the bus, I'm actually leaving their lives in your hands, even if it is for a few minutes.
Anthony Cordell waits for his twins each afternoon as they return from Stono Park Elementary. He thinks their driver is great.
He won't let them cross the street until he says go. I remember one time a lady, she ran the stop sign and he honked the horn and yelled out the window, "Stop! There's children on crossing the street." So,
that doesn't mean this dad doesn't worry. School buses take more than 66,000 Tri-County kids to school each day. Under the Freedom of Information Act, I requested and reviewed nearly 400 crash reports from the South Carolina Department of Education. These reports detail more than 350 accidents involving school buses from 2013 to 2016 in Berkeley, Charleston, Colleton, Dorchester, Georgetown, and Williamsburg counties. Some districts use state buses while others use private companies like Durham School Services, but all report their accidents to the Department of Education. First, I narrowed down the reports to crashes and major incidents. The numbers don't include dinged mailboxes or scratches from hanging tree branches. I found only 10 accidents where both drivers were at fault. That's 3% of reports. In 13% of crashes, the paperwork was incomplete or neither driver could be blamed. 41% of the time, school bus drivers were at fault, and 43% of the time, the other driver caused the crash. Like in 2015, when this school bus was at a complete stop, when the van slammed into the back of it.
Rushing, they could be texting, not paying attention, could be trying to drink their coffee or something, and there's an accident. It could be a bad accident, it could just be a fender bender, but it's still an accident.
State reports show other drivers most commonly cause accidents by failing to yield, driving left of center, or improperly passing. While reviewing reports, I found more than 20 accidents when a car rear-ended a bus. There's a place to record buses rear-ending cars, not the reverse. The driver of a pickup truck died after rear-ending a Garrett Academy bus earlier this year. That investigation is still ongoing.
They're getting off from work. I'm so sick of this bus. Here it is again, so I'm going to try and get it right in.
Paul Cobbs with Dorchester District 4 has been working with student transportation for more than 20 years.
And then they'll get careless, and that's when something happens.
School bus drivers' 3 most common faults include misjudging the distance, backing into somebody, or other, which ranges from inattentive driving to student behavior. In fact, I found multiple reports where an accident occurred after the driver was dealing with, quote, behavioral concerns. A concerned grandmother and former bus driver, Betty Prelo, has managed bus routes and knows the weight of driving the Tri-County's most precious cargo.
You really have to have experience to really be able to concentrate through that noise. We shouldn't be driving so close behind the bus. Oftentimes, it's the sudden stop of the bus because something triggered that driver to have to slam on brakes, and that could cause jam up. It has happened to me when I first started driving.
Dorchester District 4 has procedures in place when accidents happen.
I write that up. If it's like a collision and someone gets hurt, the driver is automatically drug screened.
The South Carolina Department of Education requires districts alcohol and drug screen drivers after an accident. If they get a ticket, a vehicle must be towed if someone goes to the hospital or somebody dies. The department also requires all drivers pass a criminal background check when hired and must have a commercial driving license. That goes for Durham drivers, too.
It's a real hard job because you have other people's children's life in your hands.
I've done all the heavy lifting going through this data. Now we've got the numbers online on live5news.com so you can review and even check on bus accidents linked to your child's school.
And our team is continuing its investigation into school bus safety. We've even been clocking local school buses to see just how fast they're going. We'll have that latest, plus how districts track speeding, coming up next Tuesday on Live 5 News.
The Lowcountry.